Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Atazawamya from GMS South Carolina camp. I want to first and foremost give all praises to Yahweh Shemal Shai, and double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Alright, and Shalom to all the Akim out there teaching the truth and sincerity. Alright, today's lesson, I want to break down the parable of the sheep and the goats. Alright, in Matthew chapter 25. Alright, and just go through the precepts and give understanding of it, to the young brothers. Alright, so let's get started. Matthew's 25, 31. Because you get a lot of these so-called Christians, alright, or these people that, mainly it's Jake, that think they know everything because they've been going to church since they was like toddlers, whatever. Alright, they come up, you tell them, kingdom of heaven's only for the Israelites, or salvation is only for Israel. Alright, and then they say, oh, I already know the Bible. That's not true. God came for everybody. Jesus, he gonna bring everybody together. Okay, but this parable, which if you notice, it's red, it's in red lettering, so this is the Lord speaking. He gonna tell you, alright, that he's coming to divide and separate the people, the nations. Alright, okay, and he didn't come for everybody, which we're going to prove. And that the kingdom of heaven, those that's going to enjoy it and rulership, are only the nation of Israel, not everybody. Okay, everybody else is going to be subservient, or be servants or slaves in the kingdom of heaven under the Israelites. Okay, so let's start. This is Matthew 25:31. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Alright, so let's go and prove who the Son of Man is. Alright, Matthew 16:13. Alright, it says, when Jesus, whose name in the Hebrew is Yahushua, okay, Yah at the beginning meaning he, Yahushua means deliverer, so he is the deliverer. That's what his name means. Alright, and Jesus is just an English interpretation of the Greek way of saying Joshua. Okay, because the name Joshua, alright, in the Hebrew is Yahushua, which means he's the deliverer. Okay, alright, so it says, when Yahushua came into the coasts of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, Yahushua, the Son of Man, am? Okay, so the Son of Man is who he earlier called Jesus Christ, whose name in Hebrew is Yahushua. Okay, so this is talking about him. Matthew 25:31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, talking about who he earlier called Jesus Christ, talking about his second coming. Alright, Yahushua, when he come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Okay, alright, the throne of his glory. Alright, Luke chapter 1 verse 30. It says, and the angel said unto him, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. Now who they earlier called God or Lord, his name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Okay, so she found favor with Yahweh, and behold, Thou shalt conceive, which the word conceive means to take seed into the womb to become pregnant. Alright? And the man generates the seed. Thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahushua. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom there shall be no end. Okay? That's right. So he coming to sit on the throne of his glory. Alright. Verse 32. Matthew 25:32. And before him shall be gathered all nations. Okay, so when the Lord come back, all nations are going to be gathered unto him. Alright? And it says what? He shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. Okay? So he's coming to bring division or separation. Let's get him saying it. Luke 12:51. Okay, Luke 12:51. It says, and read, it says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, which means no, but rather division. Alright, so the Lord, who you really call Jesus Christ, Yahushua, when he come back, he going to separate the nations, because he said he's coming to bring division. Okay? Alright, so that cuts that doctrine, alright, that the Lord came from everybody. He came for everybody. He's coming to separate the people, not bring them together. Okay? So let's read that script again. Matthew 25:32. It says, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. Alright, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Okay? Alright? Now let's find out who the sheep are. Before we proceed. Okay, this is Psalms 103. It says, know ye that the Lord, or know ye that Yahweh, he is the Most High. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Okay. Psalms 95:7 says, for he is our power, we are the people of his pasture, the sheep of his hand. Today, if ye will hear his voice. Okay, now you're going to come to see through these precepts that I'm going to bring out that the Lord's people, alright, are referred to as sheep, his sheep or his flock. Okay. Psalm 79:13. It says, so we, thy people and sheep of thy pasture, will give thee thanks forever. We will show forth thy praise to all generations. Okay. Psalm 77:20. It says, thou leddest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Okay. Dictionary. Okay, this is I looked up the word flock, okay, from the etymology, online etymology dictionary. Alright, and it says flock, a group of persons, company, troop. Okay, a crowd, troop, band. Alright, crowd, flock of sheep. Okay, flock of sheep. Okay. Alright, so it's talking about people. And when you see the word flock, it's synonymous with sheep. Okay, and the sheep are referred to the Lord's people. Okay, 78, Psalm 78 and 52. Oh, let me read that verse again. Psalm 77 and 20. It says, Thou leddest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Psalm 78:52. It says, But made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guide them in the wilderness like a flock. Okay. Psalms 80:1. It says, Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, thou that leadest Joseph like a flock, thou that dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth. Okay. Now you see right here it says Joseph. Alright. Get First Chronicles. Now if you know the history, Joseph wasn't the firstborn. It was Reuben. Alright, but we're gonna break that down. Why it referred to as Joseph. This is First Chronicles 5:1. It says, Now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but for as much as he defiled his father's bed, alright, his birthright was given unto the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel. And the genealogy is not to be reckoned after the birthright. Okay. Now if you know anything about the birthright, let's get that real quick. The birthright went to the firstborn. Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 15. It says, If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath, for he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Okay. Alright. So it was being the firstborn, alright, you had the right of the firstborn, which was you receive double portion of the inheritance that your father will divide amongst the son. You will receive the best of the division of the inheritance. Okay. Now it said the sons of Reuben, First Chronicles 5:1. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, he was the firstborn. Okay, but for as much as he defiled his father's bed. Okay. Genesis 35. It's only 14. Might be 14. Where's it? There it is. Alright, Genesis 35:22. Okay. It says, And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard of it. Okay. That's how he defiled his father's bed. When he dealt with Bilhah, his father's concubine. Okay. All right. Leviticus 19 and 20. Okay. Alright. It says, Whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, betrothed to an husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged, they shall not be put